You know, there's a whole bunch of prospects in the 1989 NHL entry draft, but this guy, all the talent in the world, but despite this, he only played one game in the NHL, despite the fact of being a top 8 draft pick in that selection series. Now, Jason Herter, the pride of Hafford, Saskatchewan, was a very strong defenseman for a number of years on the college ranks. He was 6'1", 202. Now, he drafted in the first round. He had a very important international career. He represented Canada at the 1990 World Junior Finals in Helsinki, and also at the 1990 Goodwill Games, where in that year where Canada finished in 4th place. Now, he started playing midget hockey at the Athlone Murray College of Notre Dame in Wilcox, which is a well-known development center. The Notre Dame Hounds of the Saskatchewan Hockey Association have created a whole bunch of skaters over the years that have gone on to great success. Now, during the 87 season, he played on the Hounds midget team that got silver at the 87 Air Canada Cup in Gloucester, Ontario. His 86-87 high school hockey teammates, including future NHLers Scott Pellerin, who won the 92 Hobey Baker Trophy as the best player in the NCAA, Rod Brandamore, Jeff Bowers, and Joby Messier. Now, Herter remained with the Hounds for next season when the team moved from minor hockey to Junior A, joined the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League. In the team's first season, Herter scored 38 points in 54 games as the Hounds won the Credential Cup as SJHL champions. After winning the Anavet Cup and Abbott Cup, the Hounds advanced to the 88th Centennial Cup in Pembroke, Ontario. There, Herter scored 2 points in 5 tournament games, including 1 goal in a 9-7 victory over the Thunder Bay Flyers, as the Hounds defeated the Halifax Lions in the final game to win the National Junior A title. Now, following his Canadian title-winning season with Notre Dame, Herter moved to University of North Dakota to play college hockey with the North Dakota Fighting Sioux of the Western Collegiate Hockey Association. Midway through his freshman year, he was ranked as a top player available at the 89 NHL entry draft by the NHL Central Scouting Bureau. Now, he finished his freshman season with 8 goals and 24 assists in 41 games. His 24 assists and 32 points set single-season freshman assists and points record at North Dakota, although his point record has since been broken. Following the season, Herter entered the 89 NHL entry draft, ranked second overall among North American skaters, dropping 1 position in the NHL Central Scouting Bureau's final draft ranking. On June 17, 89, he was drafted 8 overall by the Canucks. Now, despite being drafted, he returned to North Dakota for his sophomore season. He also had the option of joining the Saskatoon Blades, the team that held his rights in the WHL, but chose North Dakota because the Canucks had 5 other prospects playing there. Throughout the season, Herter suffered from chronic groin injuries and a knee sprain which limited him to only 38 games. Despite his injury-plagued season, he scored 11 goals and 39 assists. 9 of his 11 goals were on the power play, a North Dakota single-season record for rear guards. Further, his 39 assists and 50 points are both 4th all-time for defensemen in a single season with the Fighting Sioux. For his performance, he was named to the WCHA Second All-Star Team as well as the All-Tournament Team at the 1990 WCHA Men's Ice Hockey Tournament. At the completion of his sophomore season, he chose once again not to sign a pro contract and return to North Dakota for his junior year. Now, following junior season with North Dakota, he signed a 3-year, $500,000 contract with the Canucks that included a $100,000 signing bonus, despite Fighting Sioux coach Gino Gasparini suggesting he play his senior season. Herter then joined the Canucks for his first pro training camp and played in 5 preseason games before being sent to the IHL Milwaukee Alberts. Now, unfortunately, Herter's chronic groin injuries continued throughout his rookie pro season, and he played only 56 of Milwaukee's 82 games in a regular season and only 1 playoff contest. Now, in December of 95, he was recalled by the New York Islanders after multiple injuries to Islanders defensemen after being part of the Islanders system after he moved from Vancouver. On December 7th, Herter made his NHL debut in a 7-4 loss to the Whalers. He was one of the bright spots in the Islanders' loss, as he was on the ice for 3 of New York's 4 goals and none of Hartford's 7 goals. He also assisted on Zygmunt Palffy's second goal of the game and was partnered on defense with NHL All-Star Matthew Schneider. Now, when I said before, he represent Canada at the 1990 World Juniors, and again the 1990 Goodwill Games. Now, he won a gold medal, of course, that year in 1990. He had 1 assist in 7 games and their 5-1-1 record. Now, the Goodwill Games in Seattle, they lost in the shootout 5-4 against the States in a semifinal game and lost 6-1 to Sweden for bronze. Now, after retiring from hockey, he became a scout with IHL. He then became head coach of the Overland Park, Kansas-based Russell Stover U16 ice hockey team of the Midwest Elite Hockey League. In April 2008, he joined the Fargo Force as an AC behind former University North Dakota bench boss Dean Blake. Herter left after 2011 season, become an AC at the University of Minnesota Duluth. Now, and he was an associate coach for a number of years before recently leaving the team. Now, awards and honors: All WCHA second team in 1990, WCHA All Tournament team in 1990, All WCHA second team in 91, and All Academic for the WCHA in 1991. Now, the idea about moving on, he was in the Dallas Stars system after becoming a free agent, then moving on to the Islanders when he was traded for cash. Now, he put up some decent numbers in the IHL. Hamilton Canucks, great season in the AHL, but the IHL where he was most well known. In 3 seasons, he had 42, 32, 44, 45 points with Kalamazoo Wings and Utah Grizzlies. Now, with the Blades in 97 and 98, he had 35 and 25 points, and also played with the Orlando Solar Bears in 88 as well, with 4 points in 8 games. Now, he went over to Germany for 4 seasons, and again, decent numbers, 30, 20, 33, and 8 points with IHL Landshut and München Barons. Now, total in the IHL, 208 points in 394 games, including 63 goals, 40 points in 62 playoffs, including 14 counters, and of course the big run for Utah in the IHL playoffs in 1996, where he had 14 points in 20 games. In the DEL, he had 91 points in 163 games, including 39 goals. And again, 1990 with Team Canada, 1 assist in 7 games. So, I mean, a decent career, but like I said, injuries held him back. Good solid defenseman. I saw him playing for the juniors, but, when you almost enter the draft and a number 2 prospect, and, people say whatever happened to you, as we like to say. But I just want to put this in perspective, ladies and gentlemen, about that 89 draft, and it's kind of weird how it goes. Other than Matt Sundin, number 1, and Bill Guerin, number 5, after that, it was kind of hit and miss, because Bobby Holik was taken 10th overall. You had Sillinger, Rob Pearson was taken, Lindsey Vallis. There was a lot of, like I said, a lot of hit and miss. But the later draft, like, when you got round 2, you had key players like Adam Foote, Travis Green, Ken Vanderbilt. Mike Craig was there as well. Byron Dafoe. So, I mean, again, every draft's a little bit different. But like I said, it wasn't like a year where there was 50 or 60 goal scorers available. There was good utility defensemen, number 4 defensemen, second and third liners. But Sundin was such an obvious choice, and also Bill Guerin as well. But I still wonder, again, if they were looking for a defenseman, Kevin Haller would have been a bigger, better fit for Vancouver, because Haller had a little bit more scoring touch. No disrespect to Jason, but he had a little bit more scoring touch. And don't forget as it went on to Adam Foote, very underrated player. But like I said, a lot of Patrice Brisebois, that was a steal by Montreal at number 30, as we know. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing with our draft profiles, especially some of the unheralded players that have been forgotten, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget, keep your stick on the ice. Bye.